parallel universe, right?
Mm.
Let's go there.
Should men be the one with birth control in the parallel universe?
What?
No.
They already got that shit.
No, I said in a parallel universe.
I get it, but
like what kind of birth control? Like a pill?
Should men be the ones responsible for birth control?
Oh.
Do you mean like the pill, or do you mean like
the
ability?
Yeah, if it was up to us, would like we be the ones to take the birth?
No.
All right, okay. All right, so look, you want to go there?
Get into it, Marcus. Let's go.
Do we still have the life force like sperm?
Yeah,
exactly. That's what I was about to get into. That's my point. So, all right, so that's where when they say like, all right, like when they say in the Bible or something, they say like the man is the head, the man is the lead. This ain't like no like sexism shit or like trying to say that men are superior to women. It's just basically talking about the role of the man. So at the end of the day, all right, we hold the sperm. So what is the sperm? That's the life force. So we give life. The life, it all starts with us. It doesn't start with the female. It starts with us because we hold the sperm. We plant the seed. We're the holders of the seed. You see what I'm saying? So that's why that's why they say the man's the lead. All responsibility is on us at the end of the day because we hold the seed. That we're responsible for all this shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
If that makes any sense, we hold the seed, which means we are responsible for everybody because we are the ones who give life. You know what I'm saying? The woman incubates it, if that's the right word, or you know what I'm saying? She develops the life within her womb, but planted with life. You know, if you look at a sperm cell under a microscope, that motherfucker moving around. You know what I'm saying? That's life right there. You see what I'm saying? An egg cell is just sitting there. You see what I mean? That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. So it all starts with us, and that's the greatest. There's no other greater example than that. The fact that we actually are the life force. So yes, if to answer your question, yeah, men are actually supposed to, and that's why there's I know you've heard of the concept of a semen retention, right? Have you heard of that?
You're not supposed to.
Yeah, like we're not really supposed to be out here just busting nuts all the time. Like like for real, sex is really supposed to be for the woman. Like it's not really supposed to be for men because men, we're not supposed to be like emotional. We're not supposed to be lustful. We're supposed to be like focused on the job. You see what I'm saying? We're supposed to be focused on the task at hand. So it's like sex, if anything, is for the woman. You know what I'm saying? It's not for us. It's to give security to her. Like we're on to bigger things than emotions and feeling good. You see what I'm saying? If we were to work at our fullest capability, we would move with a greater purpose than just wanting to bust a nut. You see what I'm saying? That wouldn't be shit. That's just for the females, you know. So that's the reason why we hold the sperm. We have the greatest responsibility on the planet because we hold the life force within us. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. So yes, we are in charge.
In closing statement, you do not agree like men should have birth control.
I mean, men do have birth control, but we don't respect our birth control.
So what was the question?
In a traditional sense, like a pill, like men shouldn't have, a pill, like in a parallel universe, men shouldn't have a pill of birth control.
No.
You see what I'm asking?
I feel strongly about that.
In a parallel universe, men should have a pill for birth control?
No, should they?
Oh, should they?
Should they? Yeah.
If society was just basically the same way, but men were actually the ones who had the power to decide to have birth control rather than the woman.
Yes.
Kid men. Okay, now if you're speaking in that context, I mean, it's kind of like the same thing. The only reason what it does is it allows men to just have sex without allowing a woman to use a child against them. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, right?
That's what a condom is.
Yeah.
But yeah, a condom doesn't 100% prevent that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but niggas be out here
What is the question? Pose a question again. Pose a question again.
And we
That's the shit.
and Corey's right though because the condom, but Corey's right because the condom kind of is what that is though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it is. It is.
You
It
know?
is. It is. But like people be out here like, you know what I mean? There's like what 5 forms of birth control. So like, what if like a dude can get a shot in his arm or take a pill or shit like that, and that could be a form of birth control for a man? Should that be on a man and only on? Because like for the most like birth control, the pill is only on females, right?
Yeah, true.
So,
So you're saying all we know is a vasectomy. That's the only thing we can do right now. Besides,
right. And that's not like that ain't no short shit.
Yeah.
Everybody can get the pill.
I know.
Vasectomy, you got that's a little.
That's wild.
And they say it's
Hey, I'm
reversible.
gonna just say something like this. I'm gonna say something about that vasectomy shit. Like I heard, like I've spoken to people who had it before, and they were saying like you don't feel no pain, it's fine, you still get the busting up. But because I know that what that line is, that's coming from your brain. That's the connection from your brain to your ball sack. You cutting that shit off. Like I don't think that's you know what I'm saying, some shit you want to do,
Hell no.
Nah.
Just like you said, control. If you worry about having more kids, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if I would, if you somebody that had 3, 4, 5 kids or whatever, and
That's another point I'm gonna make. That's another point.
Yeah.
Like,
just wilding. Like some people need birth control.
Some people do.
Some niggas do need birth control because they just be out here just like running.
No, I agree. Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, yeah, of course, I do agree with that. I do agree with that because it does, and it also what that does is bring in kids into the world in in not good situations. You know what I'm saying? Because they weren't even prepared for it.
If you're not responsible anyway,
and especially like you said, you nigga, you got all these Iraqi kids by Iraqi different women and shit. That shit is expensive, nigga. Like you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why niggas? So yeah, and speaking in that context, niggas should have some sort of birth control for themselves. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I guess that's what a condom is, nigga. I guess that's the only thing I can say. I guess
don't like that shit.
Nope. I mean, most people don't. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what it is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that sounds like a legit form of like population control because a dude can impregnate 7 women in 7 days. You know what I'm saying? But
because niggas ain't responsible.
A female has like dropped 1 egg every so often, but a dude can bust 1,000 nuts in a week.
Yeah. I agree with that. I would agree. I would.
That probably is a form of it. That shit is a form of it. And like Corey said, a lot of it has to do with because niggas ain't responsible. You know what I'm saying? Yes. I think what we do as society is like we like to make excuses for our like lack of self-control and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, it's on you at the end of the day. And like that goes back to that conversation when I was talking about everything starts with the man because we carry the seed. Like it all even falls down to the women that we impregnate, all that shit. Like there's a if you actually knew the value of your seed and what you carry, if you actually knew how powerful that is, what you carry inside your nuts, you would be a lot, but you'd be a better fucking man. You'd be a better person. You know what I'm saying? That's just the fucking truth. Like if niggas actually really respected the value of what's in their nutsack, they'd be better people. Like I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that's just we're supposed to be disciplined, nigga. Like that's part of we're supposed to be disciplined. Go ahead, dog.
I agree with that.
That line that you said in I think the Dennis Rodman episode, if y'all don't know what I'm gonna post here, the Dennis Rodman episode that we're talking about, it's like the black sperm is like the economy or something like that. That should be on a t-shirt.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny because everybody out here seem to know how valuable that shit is, but I mean, not saying y'all, but us.
Yeah.
Like everybody else seems to The Kardashians clearly see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and look how powerful they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, so come on, everybody see how
Niggas out
powerful
here
that
with
shit is. The NBA, the owners of the NBA, see how powerful that is. The owners of the fucking music industry see how powerful it is. Like, everybody can see it but us. And we feeding these niggas. We literally feeding our power, giving us gifts. Like, go ahead and take our blackness and exploit us, and you know what I'm saying?
Everything.
And we draw attention to yourself and make money off our likeness. And we just out this bitch getting pawned out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, that's
getting our shit stolen and everything. Yep.
Everything, but we allow it to happen, dog.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, man, bruh. I'm trying to tell you, man. This shit is on purpose. This shit is deep, nigga. Everything they do is, I'm telling you, like, even when they be showing us getting shot and killed on TV, that's not for a positive thing. Like, they have to see us being taking L's. They want niggas to see us in a non-victorious position. All this, like, oh, the black man's getting victimized. That is not healthy for us as men to embrace that shit.
That's trauma. That frequency is crazy.
It's not healthy because what they're doing is that they're treating you like you need to be saved, and that's not your role. You know what I'm saying? So we can't embrace that shit. So, but they got these niggas on TV wearing these shirts and shit, all that. Like, that shit is unhealthy for us as men. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a you know what I'm saying, as a community, like, we can't be. And the reason why that's happening because we're not the ones. I think that this question was in one of the joints, but like, what can we do to make our people look stronger? Like, we need us, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to take over the narrative. Like, everybody else control the narrative but us. We sit in the background, everybody speaking for us but us. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta get that shit together.
All these demographics speaking for black people, but especially black men. Like, black women even speak for black women, but black men don't speak for black men. You know what I'm saying? Like, there ain't no voice for black men now.
In the parallel universe, should men have been the ones with birth control? Like the birth control pill, birth control shot, or something like that in a parallel universe.
Like, basically, you know how like women have birth control pills. Men, like,
I get what you say. I'm trying to think. Yeah, nigga try to put niggas on the spot immediately.
Get out.
Yeah.
That was a long discussion too, actually.
You missed our discussion.
I can see that. I can see why. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely see why a man should be on birth control as a woman, because a man could necessarily, you know what I'm saying, a man could pop out one, or ejaculate in a female or a female to create a baby a multitude of times within the span of 9 months. However, a female can only do it one time. And because we have the I guess the ability to do so, it would probably make sense for us to have it. But at the same time,
yeah, that makes sense. Go ahead.
But at the same time, I also would wonder how many men would actually take it, you know what I'm saying, and how much reproduction would come about based off of like the amount of men that were like, all right, well, I'm gonna actually sign up, you know what I mean? Like, some people, of course, a lot of people actually plan to have babies, but at the same time, there are a lot of people that don't plan to have babies, and because they don't plan to have baby, it turns out to be probably the greatest joy or the greatest blessing or the greatest thing to come into their life, but it wasn't like a planned experience. So if like the actual man was to plan it, there would be a lot of times when that experience or that blessing may have never came about because the man wasn't planning on doing it. I mean, on that blessing at that moment, if that makes sense.